Hi, this is Chris. Today I'm going to do a One Source collage in my One Source collage book. I still have quite a few pages at the back, so I'll put that up here for now. And I'm going back again to my Britain magazine. I have a couple years worth of these magazines, and maybe 3 years. I just got a renewal notice. I don't know if I'm going to renew it or not, because magazines take up a bit of room, don't they? So anyways, this is May 2024, and this is September 2024. Isn't that a pretty picture there? Winnie the Pooh country. The real locations that inspired A.A. Maline's timeless tales. Alright, so I'm going to go through these quickly, and then I've been through them before, so I have an idea of something that I want to do already. In fact, I've been through them a few times. Okay, an idea with this. The tower in Edinburgh. The puffin if he fits. And these colorful boat performance of the 12th night. And boat is capitalized, so I didn't read this story, but that must be a special occasion. And then these I actually thought for something else. Alright, let's see if it fits. Let's put this tower on here. And that looks like it's going to fit. Now I'm going to cut out these jolly fellows. Cutting around fingers can be chancy, because as you cut them they become so thin that you can accidentally tear them off. So I like to leave as much on the sides and cut the small areas first, and then come back and cut those areas. And hope I don't lose any fingers, mine or his. And it doesn't have to be perfectly cut. The viewer's eye will fill in the gaps. And we'll be putting the Stabilo All outline around it. Okay, there's our boys. Now, I want to see how big they are compared to this building. Damn. They're pretty big. Let's see. I kind of wanted to put them between the columns. So I may have to cut them here. We'll see how that goes. All right, now it's really hard to see how the columns were in here, but I can see just a little bit of their sides. Now, if I, where should I cut this? So, I think I'm going to try first cutting the columns loose at the bottom. Then I can see where they're going to go in the best way. Okay, I love this kind of collage, but sometimes I get frustrated with how the papers catch on each other, the edges of all the cut edges. The edges of the cut edges. And making things fit in. I might have to put them a little bit lower so that the, what do you call it, the corbels? Corbels of the columns? Oh my goodness. All right. Now, What shall I do down at the bottom? I think I want him to come over. This guy's just hanging on by a little bit, but I want to keep him attached so I can place him back. So I could put them with their feet right on this ledge here. So what I'm doing is I'm trying to figure out if I should bring their legs forward a little bit, weave them a little bit more in and out of the columns. So I'm just going to keep working on that. So this guy is actually like standing on the outside. He hasn't really woven in. Don't know. So these guys are members of BOAT, which stands for Brownsea Open Air Theatre, a group of volunteer actors and set makers and producers who perform Shakespeare on the island of Brownsea. And the island of Brownsea is in the National Trust. Okay, so where were we? I don't really like him on the outside. He looks like he's going to fall off. So I guess I'll put him So I think what I'll do is I'll just do that, and it's surreal, so it doesn't have to make sense. And then I thought in the foreground I could put this peacock. This picture of the peacock was taken on Brownsea Island also. I used to have peacocks in my yard for several years. One time I counted 32 of them, and sometimes the cocks would do their dance. But then coyotes moved into the neighborhood, and the peacock said, we're not staying around. We're getting out of town. They ended up moving down the bluff to where there's a golf course and more people to protect them from the coyotes. Once in a while one will come back, but not like we used to have. Okay, I think I want to, well, his foot is falling off. I could actually move his foot. So peacocks have a call that's pretty distinctive. It sounds like they're yelling, "Help, help!" And one time my friend was visiting from out of town, from out of state actually, and she was taking a nap on my sofa, and one of the peacocks outside started yelling, "Help, help!" And my friend, shot up off the sofa and thought it was one of her children calling her. she didn't appreciate that. Okay, now, to move his leg, I have to do a little bit of surgery here. So, I cut off his leg, and I'm just going to move it a little bit, so it looks like he's standing on the edge of that thing. So you're probably wondering when I'm going to get done with this. Alright, I'm going to start gluing, and I left my glue in the other room because I craft all over the house. This is art glitter glue, and I'm just going to glue down an area at a time and make sure everything's laying nice and flat. So I'm going under here, and I'm just putting glue on the bottom layer because the top layer is actually exposed. And I don't want to glue it to my table. Okay, so I'm going to get this leg back on. And I think I glued it too much. Now I have this fellow's hand, which belongs right there. Now, where should we put the peacock? I think I'll put him there. Okay, I cut this to size, and I wasn't sure what to do about the text, so I think I'll just go ahead and cut that off. And I like things to go off the border. Breaking the border is what they called it when I took design classes in college. So I'm going to just anchor down one side. So I can get it where I want it. Close enough for government work. I could use Uhu glue, but there's so many pieces, I think I'll use the art glitter glue, and then I can make sure that I'm getting all the pieces. And right up to the edge. And just do part of it at a time. Okay, now I'll check all the edges. So even though I tried really hard to get everything right down flat, I still got it moved a little bit right here. But that's all going to be covered up with the pencil. Alright, let that dry for a couple of minutes, clean up my desk. Okay, I'm going to use my brown Stabilo All pencil. It's a nice point. And I'm going to outline everything. Now I'm going to blend in all the Stabilo pencil, and this will make everything blend in to the background, and it will cover any of the white paper, and it will give it an artsy look. And on Glossy Magazine you can really move the pigment around. If I find an area that didn't get glued down, I wait until after I blend it in with the water brush and it's dry, because if I put glue on top of the pencil before I blend it in, it won't blend. It will be sealed. I'm going to put a little bit of black right in that space that went down crooked. Black Stabilo All. Stabilo All comes in, as far as I know, black, brown, red, green, and white, and blue. And you can get them on Amazon. I'll put a link below. But you need to look at all the different vendors because their prices vary. And you want to get the best price. So, Peacock needs a little bit too. Can't even see the peacock. He's like a little surprise when you start looking closer. These crazy guys look like they're having a good time. And I like how this gives it a painterly look too. All right. You have to look at this twice. It's like one of those Rorschach tests or something. I'm going to find a quip. I'm going to use Karin Tamir art. Journal words. Oh, be happy. It drives people crazy. Normal is boring. So there's two different kits here. One is affirmations and one is snarky. And I have a link to Karin's website where you can download these inexpensive digital kits. The two kits here are mixed up, and also they're printed about 60%, I think. Normally they'll take up the whole page, but I print them at different sizes. Okay, I found one. I was looking to see if I could find it a little bit larger, but normal is for people without courage. That's a good one. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it in my book. I'm going to put an extra page here, and I'm going to put 2025 because this was last year and this is this year. This is going to go in my book. And then I'm going to make the little title page here, and I'll be right back. Okay, here's my first surreal collage for 2025, and normal is for people without courage. You'd have to have courage to stand on top of that tower like that. And I'm going to put 2025 here, just as I did here. But I can't find where I put that stamp. I've been trying to organize things for the new year, and I don't remember where I put it. So thanks for watching, and have a great day collaging. Bye-bye.